Hi my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. This is Aso Oke, and if you want to see how I made this lovely headpiece, please keep on watching. Alright guys, the first thing we're going to do is to add a band to our Alice band. And to add that band, what I'm doing is to add a hot glue to my bias, a black bias, and I'm putting it at the tip of my Alice band. This is the first video I'm ever making on how to add a band to your Alice band. So now this is the reason why we do this, so that when you tie it down to your head, it won't move. Now I know I have several videos on how to cover your Alice band with your material or your Aso Oke, whatever you're working with, but then again I'm going to be showing us how to do this. So I cut a piece of my Aso Oke, and then I'm going to be gently wrapping it with my hot glue all around. So I'm not basically going to be doing so much because I know I have video on this already, so just keep watching and you will understand. So guys, if this is your first time bumping into my channel, you're welcome. This particular channel is a channel where I teach all kinds of head stuff like headpiece, headbands, Aso Oke, fascinators, you can name it. If you have a video of what you want me to replicate, you can send it to me through my social media handles and I would replicate it for you. So basically what we are doing is wrapping this Aso Oke around the Alice band just to cover it up and give it a clean finish. And now at this point, by the side of the Aso Oke, I'm going to be stopping because this side of the Aso Oke is where I'm going to be placing my design on. So what I'm doing is to end it at the top and not on the bottom. Now I'm repeating the same thing for the other side of it so that we'll meet up at the other end where I stopped. Now if you watch what I'm doing, you understand that I'm stopping by the side of the Aso Oke, and I'm covering it in such a way that I'm not covering it underneath the Aso Oke, but I'm stopping my cutting on top of the Alice band. This is because I don't want my cutting to be showing underneath it, rather let it be on top, because at the end of the day I'm also going to be placing my design on it and it's going to cover it. So guys, if you're yet to subscribe to this channel, please go ahead and tap on that subscribe button and join this channel, and you're welcome at the end of the day. So this is the point where I'm going to be stopping and I'll be cutting off the excess Aso Oke that I no longer need. Like I said, I end and cut off on top, not underneath the Aso Oke, because I don't want the cut off to be showing, because at the end of the day I'm still going to place my Alice band. Now looking at it, you're seeing that everything is looking so clean and so neat. That's the essence of stopping on top, because like I said again, I will be placing my design on top of it and it will be covering the area where I cut out. Now to make sure that my band is equal, I'm cutting off the excess, and that's it. Now next thing we're going to be doing is 7 cutouts of our Aso Oke with length 7 inches and 6 inches in width. At the end of the day, this is the part with the 6 inches, and now this is the part with the 7 inches. So the part of the 7 inches by the side of it, I'm going to be folding the two sides by 0.5 inches, such that I'm going to be having a perfect square 6 by 6 in all round. I don't know whether you understand. Just watch, you understand what I mean. Follow every details and instructions that I'm giving. Now I'm going to be folding it diagonally just as I did right now. This is how I'm going to fold. I'm repeating it. This is it. I'm folding it up again. After folding your Aso Oke, next thing you're going to do is to fold that triangle once more. And then once you fold it, the tip, you hold it down, and first of all start by gluing that tip that you're holding down before you glue the rest of it. So the perfect shape we are looking for is a cone like shape, because this is a cone shaped Aso Oke design. So this is what I do. First of all, I make sure I hold down the tip, let it be in place first of all, and once you do that, the rest can follow suit. Now all I'm doing is to glue them so that they will stay in that shape that I have formed. So just what you'll understand. You take your time. It's not something you have to rush. Take your time, give it time to dry. You can even do it in batches. You don't need to glue everything together. You might miss it out. So, and then you now start having a tacky work. So just do it little by little. They say little by little I don't know that adage, but take it little by little. And once you're done with that, glue the rest of the cone and hold it down in place. You can also go ahead and put your fingers inside to help you hold it down in place. Now after doing this, as you can see, my perfect cone has been formed. Just give it time to dry. This is how we want our cone to look like and the shape to look like. As you can see, this is so perfect. You can go ahead and bend down the tip a little bit to give it another extra shape. Now I went on to do the rest of the 7, and this is all the cone that I was able to form, and this is the number we're going to be working with. Next we're going to do is to bring that our Alice band that we've already covered with our Aso Oke, and then from that side where we left our cotton, that's how we're going to be placing our cone on it. There is no perfect way of placing your cone. Any way you place yours, anyhow you place yours, provided that is the shape you want it to be. For me, this is how I want to be placing mine. So I'm just checking it out to see if it's okay, if 2 are going to lap on that side, and I realized that 2 will be able to lap on that side. So the next thing I'm doing is to use my hot glue, apply it on it, and I'll be gently placing my cones the way I want it to be placed. So guys, you have to be really patient with this particular head piece. So as you're placing them, just be patient with it so that you make sure that everything glues down into a perfect position. Now I'm checking out the 3rd place where it's going to be, and I'm gently adding my glue, and like I said, just be patient with it. Everything will turn out fine. This is the way I want to place mine. You can place your own in another direction. So this is how I did it for all of them, the rest of them, and it was remaining 2 more, so I placed like 5. So I did 2, 2, and then 1. So 2 paired together, and then 1 seated on its own. And I also went on to tack it down with my needle and thread to make sure that everything is in place and it's not going to move out of the Alice band. Now the remaining 2, I'm going to be putting them into the other first 2 that I've already placed in, and that was how I achieved my own look. Now this is called an arrow feather. Sometimes if you don't get the arrow feather, you can get this full feather in the market. Now I'm going to show us how to get an arrow feather from a full feather. All you need to do is scrape off the rest of the feather. Once you get to where you want your arrow to start, you just scrape off the rest of the feather, just like I am doing. And once you're done scraping it off, you're going to be noticing that the color might not be consistent again, especially if the feather was dyed. Mine was showing white, so at the end of the day I had to spray paint it. And then after cutting it off, next thing you're going to do is with your scissors, you will shape your arrow, give it that perfect shape like a diamond look, just like I'm doing. So after that, you can now go ahead and place your arrows in the places you want them to be. This headpiece can also be perfect even without the arrow. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.